Hello there, and welcome back. I'm going to be running another community challenge. I think this is week like 13 or so. Awoken will be with the new Sentient upgrade, and then Hellhorn Torch. I'm going to do a run like this later in the week for just personal run as a Covenant 25 challenge, but I do want to try this in the custom challenge. Highly reactive means that potentially the Revenge Trigger will work one extra time. Magic Hand is just kind of fun, and Neat Apocalypse as well. Covenant rank 12 to kind of balance out the good stuff that we've thrown in here. So I'm going to submit this, and then I'm going to run into the custom challenge. This is Sterling States Camera, and everybody is welcome to try that out, and I will upload my video of that later. Pakistan Conclude Diana was the one that we had done last week, or set up last week. Looks like we had a massive amount. I wonder if this one got caught in the algorithm. 36. 36 people means it probably got caught in one of these. It was like, you know, most difficult or featured by the devs or discover something new. I don't think that the scores were in the like 50,000 range for it to be that high scores. Yeah, it's not quite the high scores, but that's okay. It's still going to be fun. Broken valve means things are crazy, which actually broken valve runs are fun. Like knowing that you get broken valve from the get-go, it's a good way to start things off. I don't It's one of those mornings. I'm not incredibly enthused by all of these. Heliocrystallis is okay, but it kind of gets outscaled relatively early, and then everything else we have is, well, it is Volatile Gauge. So I guess Ember Cache might not be that bad, because I think zero cost cards, can they still cost 2 to 3? Do they still go up in cost? I think they do, actually. So I think zero cost cards are almost a negative. So that might actually be for the worse. Buffet 5 or status effects. We do have the ability to toss damage shield. We're gonna have the ability to do kind of like some rage ember drain stuff. Maybe some shenanigans with that. Trample as well. I don't know if status is as good as just the buffet, but I think I'll go status on this one because I really want to try to pull off that rage ember drain dealio. We don't have anything that would make anybody move floors, right? Yeah, no. So I'm just going to take Forever Flame, and maybe we'll just play a ton of Stygian units or something. I don't know. I don't know. I rarely do. We're kind of just going with it here. I think none of these are too scary. The start with 12 random cards in your starting deck. I just beat the Covenant 25 challenge for that, actually. And then return on investment is good. Volatile Gauge is just a total like oddball. No one knows how this run's gonna end up. There were a lot of wins on that screen though, so that's good. No units. No units. If I put you down, you don't die. So I'm just gonna do that. Not bad. The good thing about Volatile Gauge in this set is that we got a few cards that are expensive. So we got Crypt Builder already, and then we got Gem Trove, making of a making a morsel is normally a 2 cost. Is Ice and Pyre normally a 2 cost? I don't know the answer to that. And then Heliocrystallis as well. So you kind of want expensive cards, but because of Volatile Gauge, because you start with the random 12, you don't really get to pick those this time. You're taking 8 damage, that's a lot. And I would like to get this with a Plink, which I think I can. But I also would like to live. Yeah, I think the Plink is the easiest call. We can always tank 1 hit. And then Gem Trove everybody. Gem Trove is just a fantastic card. And then we'll add a bunch of morsels to our hands. Where are my Train Stewards at? I've never asked that question, but where are my Train Stewards? Where are they? I just want to feed them with my Primordium. If I put... You're going to die, right? 1, 2, and then you'll have damage shield. So if you die, that means I have room for 1 morsel on this floor, which means I should throw that to you, and then when he dies, I'll put a Train Steward on this floor. So it's not foolproof, but it is there. Another one that I would like to get... We have to put a Train Steward there so that you get nice and strong. Crystallis might not be a bad idea, along with, like... I don't know what else. There's not many things that it also would work with. I can't even play you. At least I got the cash. The cash was the most important part. Okay, so that's gonna be fine. I can't really do anything with this morsel, so I might as well get him out of here. And then we'll end it. I like the challenge thoughts. Like, I like the thoughts behind the challenge, the volatile gauge, and then you don't really get to pick your deck, which is what makes volatile gauge. Like, that's the only way that I think you can make it strong. Oh, we can Frenzied Swarm Titan's Tooth. Can we just kill him? Can we just do that? If we knock 50 damage off of you, I cannot do the Dazed combo. I also can't play a Shiny Stew. You don't have enough damage shield, really? You telling me you're a little lacking on that? Was there any way to get you more health? There is, but I only have one morsel slot. So I don't know if Dazed and then Titan's Tooth would be best because it'll kill this backliner in like a turn, right? Wouldn't it kill you immediately? And then the damage potential or the damage output would seriously decline. And I think that might be better than just dealing 50 damage to Discipled. I could be incredibly wrong though. I think this is like a tiny little minor decision, but it's going to be one that affects how many points I have. Oh, I forgot I updated my my profile picture on Steam. Matches Discord now. I think I'll just go for it. Let's play you just in case. What covenant are we on? 10? Yeah, you'd be dazed if I threw you up there. So, throw you there. This might be a bad idea. Boom, dazed. Okay, cool, we got the kill. I didn't know the math there. The daze is pretty important because it gives us one extra eat, or one extra buffet stack. That's almost more important than the extra damage, really. The damage isn't that important. Prismal Dust will be a nice counter to Seraph the Patient, so I will gladly take you. Crypt Builder is a strong damaging card, so I will gladly take you. And then, do units cost less? That's what's going on. I forgot that I made that. You're not good against Patient, you're okay against Patient, and you are fine, but I don't have anything to support you. I think we go with Morsel Maker here, and then we can find a place to put them in. The Gorgers are going to be the ones that we want the rare. Dadbot 3000 is a great Steam name, by the way. I also could start to build a Frenzied Swarm deck with the Crypt Builders and the... Where's it at? The Titan's Tooth, but it would take a lot of purging. Like, I have a lot of cards in this deck that should not necessarily be purged or be tossed. So the odds of getting these 3 cards are pretty low. I think maybe instead of that, because we don't really have any spell weakness yet, we just go with the traditional like Umbra curb stomp route with getting something really big. Allied Construct, you're kind of that route, but you're not exactly what I'd look for because Seraph the Patient's just gonna roll over you in a not great way. Do I get another Umbra Banner? I do, but I have to skip a Helvent for it. I think that's fine. Let's grab you and like I don't know about this one. Maybe there's something going on here. Maybe there'd be a better like Gorger to come along. The other thing is that these 3 put together, or that's 3 dots right there, and then I could also throw down Primordium, so I could have like him just really buff for the next few floors at least, or the next few rings at least. If I wanted to give you extra health, that would keep you alive for quite a bit longer. I apologize for the airplane or helicopter that might be passing overhead. I live nearby a hospital, if you'd like to dox me. And so because of that, the hospital helicopters are always swinging in. Alloyed Construct being 50. How does that help us? Well, you don't die. I can't really make you large stone because then I won't be able to put Morsel Maker and the Primordium down there, or whatever our buffet boy is. What's our Primordium? Yeah, I always get the 2 of those mixed up. And Cant Armor 2 would be pretty sweet on somebody. I just don't know if this is the guy for it. Like he really needs quick, to be honest. Yeah, like I don't think that that's the play. Frozen Lances are just butt in this deck because of the volatile gauge. So I'm actually going to spend the money just to toss them. Just spend all of our cash that we just earned with the 2 collectors just to make this deck slightly better. Pyroabsorbers are big beefy boys. At the start of battle, enemy units appear on each floor. I think we could probably take this. It's also going to boost our score. I don't think they're going to deal 25 damage, which is what they need to deal in order for the bonus to the score to be negated. Well, I say that, but y'all have 5 attack already. I could kill... Plink is so expensive. Plink is so expensive. The good thing is we have our construct, and it did not get hit by... None of them get hit by the size thing. We're only on Covenant rank 10. It's one of those things that I'm so used to the way that it works. All right, so you're gonna get absolutely massive this turn. That's fantastic. That's what we like to see. The problem now is all my morsel cards are kind of irrelevant. So I think what I need to do is maybe put you down and then daze everybody, and then let him eat on this turn so that he gets nice and big. So I could play you, play this. No, sorry, play you, play this, play this. I think this is the way we do it. So here. Oh, nice. You're gonna have damage shield, which means you will survive these guys. And then we'll daze to keep you alive. Boom. That's perfect. I would have liked the Plink as well, but it's not priority because I don't really need the morsel generation. I really need to stop these guys so that the score actually gets higher. That's the idea anyway. I want my score to be as well off as possible. You're the buffet guy that passes on status effects, right? Status effects, okay. So throwing Gem Trove down there might actually help our construct in a lot of different ways. I can afford it as well. I can do that, and I could Crystallis, which would kill 2 of you, and then you would kill the 3rd one. I'm not going to be able to get that collector. That's nearly impossible. Or do I just let them burn out and go up? They're only going to deal 4 damage collectively up top. Yeah, I think it's best to Crystallis you. I wish I had a whole floor attack other than... I mean, I have Titan's Tooth, but that's not going to kill the apprentice. Titan's Tooth might be a good idea here, but I can't play it. I can't afford it. I really need to give damage shield to everybody, right? Isn't that the most important thing here? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Let's go here. Let's go this route, because if he gets up there, I think he's going to be the one that does the most damage to the shard, or to the pyre. So I'm content with taking the 3 damage that those guys are going to deal. 1, 2, 3, boom. And then now I can do something like that. Crystallis this guy. You're a pretty easy Plink, I think. Oh, it's so expensive. It's so expensive. Why do you do this to me? I will put you here instead. That's actually cheaper. And then this really doesn't matter. So I guess maybe that wasn't the right play, but at least this collector is dead. And our boy's pretty large. Yeah, that's all you need. That right there is perfect. I will give you a lot of damage shield just for funsies. Dude, protect your face. That way you don't leave this battle, you know, looking a little rough. His eyes are odd because they're like shutters. He's wearing the shutter shades from mid 2000s. That unironically were worn for a period of time. Everybody here has really low costs, and we're not really looking to make this deck worse. So that's going to be a no. I am cool with Guardian's Amulet because anytime it costs less, it'll be a good play. Another Gorger, perhaps? Mayhaps? I don't need the Pyre health, and I don't really have that many cards that I've invested into for the Hellvent to be that good. Of course you are. Of course you're another one of those. I think the Crucible Warden is probably the best thing that I could have grabbed from that scenario, so I'm content with it. 3rd spell of the turn. No, I think we go with Silence. No, I almost forgot the caves. How dare you? How dare you? It's been so long that since I've recorded that I had to look over just to make sure that everything is still recording. Fun fact, I have enough disk space recording for another 158 hours of audio, which might end up being how long this one takes. I would love to copy a card 5 times. Okay, I have an idea. It's stupid. I'm giving up the score. Merchant of Magic next. Oh, I wish I would have hit these with the Merchant of Magic. I'm gonna make 5 copies of this. Yeah. Yeah, we're making 5 copies of this. And because they're all going to be cheaper, they're going to be better than they were initially. And then what I want to do is make another one of those decks where you hold over the discard your entire hand. I really feel like that's the way to go with this. So yeah, so Frenzied Swarm and Crypt Builder right there. That's the play. I'm gonna pause for just 1 second. All right, we're back. That one's gonna inflate the time to finish there at the end, but I think it should be fine. No tricks here. I didn't look up how to beat Talos, mostly just answering my phone. Waking up a little bit earlier as a way to kind of circumvent my ridiculous work schedule lately. I've been working pretty late, and so this is a kind of a way for me to get my recording in, and then also I'd like to put you. No, I don't want to put you there. Let me think this through. Anyway, I'm trying to circumnavigate my ridiculous circumnavigate my ridiculous workum schedule. That's exactly what I meant. I want to circumnavigate the globe of my work schedule. I don't know. We're coming around the Cape Cod or the Cape Canaveral, the Cape Horn. I might just not unpause. I might just not come back. That was bad. This is what happens when you get me at 7 a.m. Crucible Warden, Morsel Maker, Primordium. Is it worth playing the combo, the Primordium and the Morsel Maker, to potentially lose the Crucible Warden? Like, the Crucible Warden I probably won't ever see again. Like, it's gonna disappear into this big old thick deck, and I'm not gonna get it back until like round 6 or something like that. So if I drop Primordium and Morsel Maker both on the same floor, and I put the Allied Construct here, we're basically saying we will not kill Talos, or we will not swat Talos. Like, I just want the kill. If we decide that we would prefer to have the Construct here, we're gonna have to split our morsel generation, which I think might be the way to go. I'm just still trying to kind of figure out how to do it. I think it might be best to do Crucible Warden and Primordium. Yes. And what you are going to do is build him damage shield. What Morsel Maker is going to do is wait on the construct, and then there should be 2 morsels that'll be there to start. The morsel or the construct will go here. The construct will not be able to attack these guys, so I'm gonna have to like get their health relatively low. But that's what Crypt Builder's for. That's what we got this little fun combo here for. It might not be a bad idea also to give him more morsel room. Give him more room for morsels. I would love to play you, just get you out of the deck. We'll deal some damage to you. How about that? And then Frenzied Swarm is just going to kill you. That's perfect. And the daze means that Crucible Warden doesn't take any damage. So it's not a great start. I think the problem we're running into right now, or the problem we need to fix, is Allied Construct doesn't have that much damage, and I don't have many ways of buffing him up. So my damage is coming from a weird combo of Crypt Builders and like this construct essentially, and like, yeah, you're not even gonna be able to attack. But I think, you know, you're probably gonna get taken out by a Magma Morsel, honestly, as embarrassing as that is. The good thing is I do have potential for some rage builds, but I just don't think that the way the deck is like set up, because it's so thick, I would have to get holdover on it. And I really, to be fair, I really want holdover on Frenzied Swarm. So even though holdover on Frenzied Swarm is in direct opposition to me adding a life buff to the construct, it's still just something I want to do. That's all I want. I just want to enjoy this. Let me have this. So Titan's Tooth, it's probably pretty easy to play you, I think, because you're super cheap. I could also play Crypt Builder or Gem Trove or Amulet. All those would be acceptable. I think Gem Trove is probably necessary to keep you going. Titan's Tooth is probably the second best idea, or the first best idea. The sap on you is an interesting concept. I don't really care how much damage you do though, to be honest. Like Talos is not breaking through, well, you might be dead. Talos isn't breaking through anybody we have here. And if I throw Rage on you, the Ember Drain's also going to carry over, and I don't yet have like a holdover on you to deal with that Ember Drain. So right now, this strategy doesn't really work. I think let's go Gym Trove. And then I know you're going to make it through to the next floor, but you are going to take 36 damage. If I can... Oh, there we go. This is a good idea. If I can give you a tiny little bit of damage instead, that also sounds good. How about that? We'll do that. Okay. So, Talos, we really need Talos to go to the middle. And even then, we're still only doing like 76 damage. So I don't think we're going to get the SWAT. I'm not even entirely certain that we're going to get the bottom floor kill. You are not really strong enough for that. So maybe we need to start trying to Crypt Builder Talos and like Crystallis and whatnot. I could do a Crystallis and a Crypt Builder here. Ice Empire, unfortunately, I won't be able to. This card needs to be frozen. Like, this card needs to be frozen. It's so iffy without the freeze. Really. If I give you 8 Frostbite, that's not going to be nearly as much damage as just Crypt Buildering you. So Flash Freeze is not useful for our circumstances. This would be nice if I could guarantee the Crypt Builder, but I'm never going to be able to do that. There are so many cards in this hand. How about we just hit you really hard? Because you're not going to be on the middle floor next turn. You're probably going to be on the top floor, which means that all of the damage from this guy is just going to be used to kill these guys. So there's no point in wasting my cards that could deal damage to Talos on these guys, because they're going to die to the construct next turn. So let's do this, and that'll get you kind of low. And if we can get maybe like another good turn of that up on the top floor, like if I could get 2 Crypt Builders, 2 cheap Crypt Builders, we got 1 of them, which is good. We can actually do the same exact amount of damage we did on the last turn. This is kind of a problem because Morsel Maker is now the one eating, and you only have 2 fuel. Had not considered that, but that's only a problem we're going to run into on the Talos fight. Not really a big concern elsewhere. I think Talos is going to be down low next turn, so does it make sense just to like try to buff this guy? Not really. Not really. I think we stick with the plan. Let's Crypt Builder you, and then we Crystallis you. Is that still the best play? Probably not at this point, actually, but I'm doing it. And then this stew is here just for moral support, and by that I mean he's gonna die. We don't have any more morsel generation either as well. All of it for this floor is going to come by cards. So 7 damage, which I don't know where you're taking. Oh, from Frostbite. Understood. Crypt Builder would be nice. Both of my Crypt Builders would be nice. I can't play both of them. It might be a good idea to play one of them at least. If I play one of them and then no, we won't be able to kill this guy. So I'm not going to be able to get the 29 damage on you at all. I'm not going to be able to get Crypt Builder damage on you at all. Giving something like Trample to you, is that a good idea? Because you will just kind of punch your way through everything, huh? I don't want you to get to the top floor, so that's unfortunate. Who let you get to the top floor? All right, so I have to waste this, unfortunately. I think this is a not great play. Everyone's dying here, which is fine. You're not, but like we'll have the Talos fight next turn. I think it's actually just best to do this, and then we'll put you here. You're gonna die, so it'll go on the Warden, and then the damage shield doesn't really matter. So maybe we could have swatted. It was not that far away. Like one more good turn of Crypt Builders, or like one turn where we're using Crypt Builders instead of something else, and we might have been able to do it. For example, that. So it wasn't that far away. My strategy was a little dependent on a better deck. To be fair, I don't have a good deck, but that's okay. Harness a Titan is going to be sweet because I'm building for a very specific deck archetype, and I really, really just want to pull it off. It's such a fun deck. It's so much fun. I don't really need you guys, none of you, to be honest. Ember makes volatile gauge much better, right? I think so. I think Ember is. I think it's one of those situations where a volatile gauge is kind of rough to start, but then as soon as you get an Ember upgrade, the odds of you being able to play like 3 or 4 cards from your hand just drastically go up. Merchant of Magic, I need you. Please give me good stuff. Please give me good stuff. And I'm gonna remove some junk real fast. I think Plink is now junk. I'm even keeping the Train Stewards because at least we can use those. Magic power on one of you, sure. I guess. It'd be better to do this for Seraph the Patience deal. I think I'll just give it to you. I get more bang for buck on that. I will re-roll. Hold over. No. Oh, I love it. It's so dumb. All right, so now a lot of our money needs to go towards. Now this is a good idea, I think, because now we're gonna be playing this more often. I need to make sure that I can play you almost at all times, so we'll make you cheap. And then Purge City. From here on out, we are the Purge crew. I don't know if that makes any sense. We're just purging. We're just gonna be doing a lot of purge, because I'd like to get basically everything that seems like it's junk out of my deck, and there's a whole lot of junk. There's a lot of junk. Buffet 5 is gonna be good as the rounds go longer. I think we're gonna be able to give you give people a few more health. I wish I had some way to increase attack, because you behind the construct is not super great. You're just basically just giving him fuel and health. Like the 3 attack is fine, but it really only amounts to like 6 damage per turn, which is fine, but it's not winning a run fine. Damage shield 2 would be okay, but again, the problem with Ally Construct is not that he doesn't have enough like damage shield and stuff. It's he needs to punch. Like he's the full melee build, 0 intelligence full melee build. I think that's the way he's going. He's not a caster. He has no constitution either. He's just punch cat. Retribution. Non-boss enemy you send respect for. How much would Spikes mess up Primordium? I think Spikes might be testy, because I believe that Spikes would mess up our morsels as well as our morsel maker as well. Like there's a whole lot of things that I think Spikes will give us problems with, and so I actually don't want to take this one. I might lose a lot of score, or lose some score based on that, but I think it's worth it. So let's go here. Let's go here. You should be totally fine for the rest of the deck. Look at all of these Crypt builders, and to be honest, I don't need to play them. I guess I should, because I don't have any fuel this turn, so we'll just get this out of the way, and then we'll do this. Sure, have a diamond maker, or have a diamond morsel. Encrusted for your pleasure. Diamond encrusted. That word should not exist. Morsel maker is going to help us get over the limit there. Damage shield here just for funsies, and now the fun begins. Not really, actually. We're kind of just waiting on our hold over card rather. There it is. Speaking of which, and we're going to be able to play a Titan's Tooth, a Crypt Builder, and a Guardian's Amulet on the first time drawing it, which is exactly what I'm looking for. I'll get you guys out of the deck. I'm just going to play this, and the chaos that ensues will just kind of happen. And there we go. And hopefully that's what every set should look like from here on out, or nearly every set. Consume cards where possible, so going to consume that. Going to consume this. And then because this is free, we're just going to play it. And it's just going to do one of those for us. And then the trample actually is what killed that backliner. I wish I would have slowed that down, because I've been trying to show how trample and multi-strike work. Or trample and sweep specifically, but trample and multi-strike also work really interestingly. So trample it basically can just make your damage skyrocket on a backliner. So with Crypt Builder, trample is super interesting, because you can really like deal 60 damage to the first unit, and then the trample pushes 55 of that to the next guy, and then the trample pushes 55 of that, or 50 of that to the next guy, plus your multi-strike attacks do kind of the same thing. So it's a really weird setup, but it does the thing. It does what it needs to do. Why are you always costing 0? Do you just always cost 0 now? Because since your holdover, does the volatile gauge, like whatever energy level that you're set at, does that just stay? So are you just permanently 0 Ember? For this fight, at least? I don't know the answer to that. I will Gem Trove everybody here just to give him 2 damage shield. I would love to give you more, but I can't really do that. This, I guess, will upgrade something. And sure, I'll just give that to you. This makes sense. And then Frenzied Swarm. It would be such an annoying deck to play against if this were like a TCG. Like if this were the kind of deck that I don't even know what's in my hand. Let's just play it. If this were the kind of deck that existed in like a tabletop game, it'd be so annoying because the player would literally just drop their hand every turn and be like, I don't know what happens. We'll figure it out. Every turn you just I play my whole hand. I play my whole hand. I play Pot of Greed. I haven't seen that meme in forever. Deal 30x damage to the front enemy units. Do I need frontline damage? Not really with Crypt Builder, huh? I don't particularly want that either because it's going to cost more, and I don't need Ember. You are an interesting one because you're expensive, but like with the cheapness, I could get a bunch of Ember out of you. So I think this is actually worth it. And I know Excavation Eruption just got a interesting change to make it cheaper, but then do 1 less attack. I think it's still good. Titan's Tooth is still good as well. Because any card in our deck that's an offering is welcome. All offerings welcome. Alright, we really need to get our construct something like a like quick or maybe an extra damage. Ideally, our ideal setup for swatting Seraph to get as many points as possible would be construct on the middle, so as much damage as possible on the middle, and then use the dazed and ridiculousness on the bottom floor, and then address the Darkwings as they pop up with like just one-off Crypt Builders or one-off like Crystallis or whatever. You know, basically try to take them out individually, but really the concern is let's just deal as much damage as possible to Seraph the Patient. The other thing that I really need to consider is Seraph the Patient is just going to wreck the construct unless he has just damage shield like crazy. So we really want to focus on Prismal Dust. I might even duplicate that at some point. Probably going to give it some sort of upgrade. I don't really know exactly, but it needs to have some sort of upgrade. So I will keep an eye out for that. Stewards are actually kind of fine right now, at least. Honestly, the Lance is probably the worst thing. The Flash Freeze maybe was worse than the Lance, just because with the backliners, we are going to... I don't think the Flash Freeze will kill them before they attack, which is the problem. Like, that's the problem, is they... One stack of melee weakness on the Construct, and 1 Darkwing, and he dead. So I either need Quick on him, or I need... Take the what? Oh, I've seen this before. Why does it look different? Does it always look like this? Am I crazy? 1 Ember per turn for every 2 Blight cards. How do we tell which Seraph this is? Or not Seraph. Fel? You're not Fel anyway, you're Arcus. Is it worth it? I don't think so. We don't have that many Blights anyway. We have 1 Blight. That would give us, what, 2 more? So we get 1 Ember, maybe 2. I don't remember how that calculation works out. And then the Calcified Ember is really just gonna make the deck thicker. I actually think we leave on this one. I don't think we take it. Our main strategy for dealing with Seraph is Streamlined. Multi-strike would be so good on you to boost your damage, but the problem is you are not... I need you to be quick. Like, I drastically need you to be quick. If I buy multi-strike, I'll be at 1... What? 105 or something like that? So... No, that's not how that math works. I'd be at 2 something. I could still reroll. Yeah, so let's do this. Let's give you multi-strike, and then let's get a reroll in here. And, ooh, endless. Now that's an alternative to having you be quick. It's just replaying you every time you pop up. And you're always going to cost less. Or like, you're always going to be free. I like Endless over Damage Shield, first off. Endless is not as good as Quick for most scenarios, but I think it'll actually be okay here. The problem that I could run into, though, is that the Morsel Maker and the Primordium might not allow you to actually come back, because I might not have the size for you. Yeah. I think we wait on Quick. No, because Seraph the Patient's gonna take you out, so it doesn't really matter if you're quick. All right, we're going Endless. I don't like it. Damage shield on you, I guess. Whatever. Upgrade damage. Actually, we probably can hang off on this one. Let's just hang off on the damage. We'll give it to you. And then you'll be able to take out like backliners. In the worst case scenario, you'll be able to take out those Dark Wings. So the Dark Wings are really what I'm scared of. They're terrifying. They do a lot of damage. Non-boss enemies can multi-strike. I think we can handle multi-strike. It's gonna wear through our damage shield pretty quickly, but like we do a lot of damage with spells. Exhibit A, Titan's Tooth. We'll just wipe everybody here. Construct, you'll be great in this scenario. Primordium, you're gonna be good. I will play the Titan's Tooth and then probably give you 1 dust, or yeah. So we'll play that. You don't have to fight anybody, and then we'll give you 1 shield. Oh, I should have given it to Primordium, because then Primordium would be able to pass it on to you every turn. That's okay. There's small things like that that I forget about playing with Primordium that I think mean that I will never play him optimally. This card's great in this scenario. Thank you very much for the 7 Ember. Just take you out with whatever I got. How about that? How about this? How about that? How about this? All right, not bad. Not bad for a deck that started as a bunch of junk. Started as a ton of junk. Man, maybe the Incant 5 armor was a pickup here along the way somewhere. I love that I'm using Stygian spells and Umbra units. Like I'm actually getting to use the strengths of both clans, which is super cool. Because I feel like you don't always get to do that. This is probably the better play. I know everyone's going to die, but they're also going to deal some damage to you. Quite a bit, actually. And then your trample is what's going to kill all of them. So actually, it's going to be kind of funny. You're going to hit him twice, and then they'll all die. How's this for working? You're going to die. What if I just yeeted you, huh? Yeah, I'll take those odds. Okay, well, that worked out. I guess I'll play Gem Trophy here, then. We'll just keep you alive. And then, might as well give these to you. Here's some presents for you. Shiny Stew, get out of the deck. Who said you could be in my deck? Alright, damage shield transferred over, which is really nice. Still no Frenzied Swarm, huh? Yeah, if that happens in the final fight, we could suffer quite a bit, I think. This is not a bad play. Because the trample damage means that it's always going to get passed on to the back line. You're still taking a lot of damage because like 5, 10, 15 plus 4. So you're still taking 11 damage off this bad boy. I'd prefer for that not to be the case, but it's okay. Are you endless? You are endless. Just want to make sure. Still taking damage. Doesn't really matter. This is actually going to make everyone stronger. And it will burn your damage shield faster. Let's just do this. Here, eat up. You're on reserve. You're the backup. You're riding the pine. You're sitting on the bench. How we doing? Perfect. Just slowly activates everything. Okay, here we go. So this is a big moment of truth. The problem is I just dumped all of my Crypt builders in that very last section. I would love to... Well, I'm going to make my Ember back as long as it kills this guy. So this is not a bad play at all. Yeah, perfect. I would prefer to kill you with a Crystallis. Well, I didn't get a single card that Frenzied Swarm is going to help us with. Are you actually going to run out of fuel? No, you have 7 turns. This isn't a bad play. It's so expensive, but I kind of have to. This means you'll die almost immediately, but the thing is you're just gonna die whenever he punches you anyway, so all I'm really doing is adding 50 damage to this harpy. Because it'll be attack, 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 and then it'll be one punch, he's dead, and then like 40 damage gets pushed over to the harpy. But if I do this, all the damage gets pushed on. I'm adding like 10 damage to the harpy. That's really all I'm doing. That's actually kind of unfortunate. Bad draw. Bad draw. All right, so we are not going to get the harpy kill on this floor, which means I'm going to lose some points. Dazed, 519, yeah. That's unfortunate. So I am going to lose a lot of points based on this floor, which might be 10,000 or so. Put a sad tethies in the chat in case anyone's okay. I forgot you're endless. Come back to me, my love. It doesn't really matter though, because we're just going to kill him with a bunch of crypt builders. Is the construct meant to look like Sojourner Weaver in Alien? Is that the idea? Like, is that what you are going for here? I think that that's the case, but I don't know that. Oh, do I want Cave-In? Cave-In is an interesting one here, because a lot of the times I'm going to have a relatively strong bottom or middle floor, but not a bottom floor. I'll take Cave-In. If it starts to look like I need to bring everybody down lower to get the Seraph kill in one hit, I think maybe that's a good idea. Everything else here I'm not really concerned about. Unnamed Tomb actually will completely nullify Seraph the Patient. So that's actually a good idea, because that's going to nullify the scaling, but it might take forever to get to it because I have 40 cards in my deck. Merchant of Magic, how do we feel? I think we need to purge, but we have 200 gold. That's going to give us more gold. Merchant of Steel's fine because I can't upgrade you anyway. Let's do this. Bone dog, bone dog, bone dog, bone dog. I didn't get bone dog. That's all I want. It's bone dog. Just give me the dog. I will purge a plink, actually. That's fantastic. That's really good. That'll work out well, because you'll be relatively good for one card or one use, and then I don't really care if you're not good for the other ones. Holdover on a Crypt builder is an interesting proposition, but let me riddle you this one. What about a holdover on making sure that every backliner is dead? Huh? That's what I'm thinking. Yes, I agree. I think that is the way to play. Minus, make one of these cards consume. None of these cards I really want to consume. Maybe Titan's Gratitude. I'm not going to play it most of the time. Actually, it's kind of just bad in this deck. Excavation Eruption being costing less means it's always a must play. I think that's a good play. Let's do that. Oh no, we want Gem Trove to be cheaper. I want to always be able to play this. I would love if I could double stack that guy. Let's try it. Double stack. Permafrost. Permafrost. What about this? I don't hate that, because I don't mind if he takes damage from weaker enemies, but I really want him to not take damage. Well, I did make him endless already, so actually this might not be as important as I was thinking it is. And actually, permafrosting anything whenever I have the toss my entire hand also just kind of seems like a bad idea. So let's make one of these guys stronger as well, or maybe the other one strong. Let's make the other one strong. No, let's make one of these strong, and then we'll just make something cheaper. How about you? You're better cheaper. That's one of like the best upgrades you can put on that guy, because then he becomes worth playing almost every time. Oh, we're only at Arcus. I forget that I'm only at Arcus. I'm moving pretty slowly actually. And maybe should quicken the pace here a little bit. Primordium, you're gonna do work as always. You will not live though, unless I do something like this and something like this. Give him one of those and one of those. 60, 25, be 85 damage. It's still not enough to kill you. What about this guy in the back? You have no backline damage. I'll do this. I will sacrifice my morsel. for the good of the realm, I guess. I don't know. Oh, actually, you know what? No, we want Punch Boy in the middle. Yeah, let's do this. This is another SWAT opportunity kind of thing. So this is another one where we really just want to play everything we can up here. Problem is the incant. That's okay. So let's do this, and then we'll do this. I forgot that would push you to the back, but that's okay. And then we get stewards out of the deck, but one of you's actually gonna get just totally jacked up for this, huh? There you go. Those are both gonna get fed to the main guy next time anyway. Where you at? Where you at? I did not get him. I got the morsel maker instead. No. Why? The good thing is he'll eat him at least. How did you... What? How'd you get damage shield? Am I insane? How did you get damage shield? Oh, I gave it to you as an upgrade. Oh, I'm losing my mind. Probably want to play this since I'm going to see these cards again. So I would like to incant or Crypt Builder them. I like that the most. You're not gonna die, but it's okay. Yeah. Please give me my discard. There it is, Princess One. Ah, it's the incant. I can't play it up here anyway. All right, we're not gonna get the chance to swat then. I could just dump this, but yeah, it's not a good idea to Frenzy Swarm up here because everything's gonna cost more, including the swarm. Well, actually, are there any of these cards that I care that cost more? Not really, because I'm just gonna play them all anyway. Oh yeah, I say do it. They're all gonna cost more. Like this is gonna be like a 6-cost card, but look at all that damage. Think about all that damage. All I want to do is swat. All right. I don't think that I have the achievement for swatting Arcus. I think that's one of the only. Oh, and you got reset by the volatile gauge, so it doesn't matter. Look at that. Sometimes things work out. This doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. You getting played would be great, but I can't. Anywhere. Space Prism. I could play you that way. Gym Trove, not a bad idea. Gym Trove, also not a bad idea. Crypt Builder for sure. Crypt Builder. Let's play this because it's free. Let's play this and this to get you out of the deck. This because it's free. Throw one of those guys here because we need more damage. I guess I'll give one of you rage. Go crazy, dude. Just start wailing on him, honestly. And then we'll Frenzy Swarm to get the Crypt Builder there. Okay, so we're not really looking good. The amount of damage output that we have is kind of low. Very low. And so even though we may be able to deal with like Arcus in the long run, we're not getting them sweet points, which is really what we want, right? Nobody cares if you're you finish the challenge. I want to win. I want to win the challenge. That's not true. I've never won a challenge. If we throw Crystallis down, it doesn't really change anything. Frenzied Swarm is just going to make this card and everything else more expensive. Let's do this. And then we'll do this so it's not more expensive. I forgot to play Frenzied Swarm. I didn't know it. I forgot it was cost 1. Okay, bad idea. Bad idea. Consume that. Maybe we'll get it on the redraw. Get on the reshuffle. We did not. Ooh. Trample on you is fine, I guess. I'm just like picking between my selection of cards here. If you don't mind, I think I'll play this one. Good job, stewards. You guys really showed him what for with that 16 damage, or whatever it may have been. Still no thing. He's played the Incant so many times. Why? You never play it that often. What is happening? Why are you doing this to me? I don't really care that everything costs +1. Oh, it doesn't actually change anything. They all stayed because Volatile Gauge, I think, changed them to start, so this doesn't actually do anything. Right? Or did this always cost 4? No, it did make everything go up. It did make everything go up. I just wasn't attentive enough to realize it. It's alright, though. You're going to take 124 damage. How can I make that better? Boom. You already have Trample, to be fair. Might as well give you some food. Since you already have Trample, I don't know that we need to... Like, it's only going to be an extra 2 damage if I play something, and it's just going to be worse. So it might be better to just do something like this, and something like this. We just play you, huh? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Not going to kill on this 4. We just do not have the damage for it. 2 Crypt Builders, 2 Titan's Tooth is pretty nice. Oh, the Cave-In. The magical cave-in, the mystical magical cave-in that I've been looking for. I should have played you first, but that's okay. Now we'll Frenzy Swarm. Awesome. Awesome. I didn't even expect to get the cave-in. That was good timing. So that's gonna save me quite a few points actually. That cave-in's gonna give me like a ×3 instead of the ×2. Or the 30%, so 10% points on that cave-in. I'll take that. I'll take that all day. I'm thinking about it. Shroud Spike is going to be an easy way for us to get a lot of damage on our Morsel Boy, on our multi-strike guy. The problem is, at what cost? Like, if the where are you even at? Where's this card even at? If the Frenzied Swarm is a 1 cost, if it just shows up as like a 1 or a 2 cost, we're probably never gonna play Shroud Spike, because then it's gonna 0 us out and we're not gonna be able to play that. So I'm actually just gonna skip it. I don't know that this is the deck for it. We do draw just so many cards already. More Ember, I think, is not gonna hurt. Can't hurt. Can't go wrong with more Ember. Also can't go wrong with tossing. Also can't go wrong with duplicating a card. I think we go this way. I think Ember, this, and then we dupe the 110 damage Crypt Builder, or the 115 damage Frostbite 10. This will do way more damage just up front. It'll do way more, and then we'll grab this. Like, who needs to do attack or damage to the entire row whenever you could just deal damage to the entire row 1 person at a time? Smile for the screenshot, boys. I think that in this scenario, we actually want to give him damage shield so that he can immediately start giving damage shield to the construct, because construct needs damage shield to scale. Like, it's fine if he dies, but he'll come back without any of his scaling. So I wouldn't mind him getting damage shield right off the bat. Winged Horde, enemy units get +8, 400 coins. I don't like it, but I think that we're in the contention for a super high score here, and so I would like to take it just on that account. Primordium, and maybe... No, we need the construct down here, because this is a first floor attack guy. So, how about we... Oh, you guys deal so much damage because of this stupid +8. Who agreed to this? Who did this? I could silence you all, but it doesn't really do that much. Oh, you have 3 damage shield. Are you gonna die though? If you take 1, 2, 3 hits and then the 18 hit, you'll still die. What if I gave you Gem Trove though? How much damage do you guys deal whenever you die? 5, so it'd be 5, 10 to you, and you wouldn't have actually taken any damage. He's going to live. This is hilarious. This is the goofiest way to make sure you live, but it will work. Boom. And you're actually gonna gain health now. Look at that. They said it couldn't be done. We'll give you some damage, because why not? These guys are all just wasted. Like, I'm not going to be able to use them in almost any way, so... Space Prism here. Sure. I don't need to play these. And then he'll take the 5 damage, and then now we're ready for... Oh, we're not ready. We have no room. When did y'all get so thick? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Crucible extension. Throw the boy in. We're ready to go. Time to start tossing some cards. That's not what you like to see. I need this, unfortunately. I don't like it, but I need it. I also need this. You're free, though. That's the difference. If I could get this to toss this, would be a good idea. I could Prismal Dust, and then... No, I can't play Prismal Dust, because then I'll lose the 2 energy that I need to play this anyway. None of these cards are going to be okay. This is 50 damage. This is 110 damage, so I should play this. I'm just going to lose the Collector. All right, here we go. Boom. I'm going to have to kill you on the top 4 next turn. And then also probably should look into getting my Frenzied Swarm. Look at that. Good. No, hold on. Let go of this. Let go of this card. I did see, by the way, that Monster Train added controller support, which is awesome because I also saw that Monster Train is coming to Xbox Game Pass, which is ludicrous. Like, Slay the Spire's on Xbox Game Pass, and so is Monster Train. I play Slay the Spire on my phone by using Game Pass, and it is amazing. It's such a good idea. Like, I just absolutely love the concept of being able to play Slay the Spire on my phone. So if that becomes a reality where Monster Train can be streamed to the phone through Game Pass and you can play this on your phone, there's gonna be some phone streams. You know, you guys are gonna have to deal with it, but it's gonna be 420p. I'm gonna be using basically a phone speaker to record these phone streams. That sounds terrible, actually. That sounds just absolutely miserable. I'm trying to figure out what the order should be here. I think Titans 2 should definitely get played on the bottom, so Frenzied Swarm should be on the bottom. One of these Crypt builders, we can afford for it to be on the top. So I think we do this. Okay, that's fine. And then we just play this here. And it should go. Hopefully it goes Titan's Tooth. You know what, honestly, why not just play him? We have the energy. Yeah, just play it. I kind of got in trouble for that last time, where I just wouldn't play them. I was like trying to get the combo so hard that I wasn't even playing it. It costs 0. Like, I don't even need to play these in any particular order. Might as well do this. We'll daze them, and then that way he doesn't take any damage. Yeah, that's a weird thought. You're like, you build up this whole combo around this card, and then you don't really need it if you have enough energy. Like, you just kind of do what you want anyway. I don't know why I played that right off the bat. I don't know why I put it there either. I should have given it to the Warden. I need to play here, I believe. I need to play here, I believe. I could just frenzy you. There we go. Boom, and then Frenzy Swarm. Just kill everybody. Nice. It's a pretty slow deck. I think I might just start doing this because honestly, like, we're at the point where they're all gonna die. It's just a matter of like what order do we want them to die in, and right now it doesn't really matter. So yeah, all these cards are fine. The only one I want to make sure that I pay attention to play is the Titan's Blessing of the Titan, which is right there. Harness the Titan. That's the card that I meant, even though I said it wrong. And then we can do this. Boom. Just slowly find ways to kill him. Thank you. And then, are you gonna get enough kills because you have enough fuel? Or is the other guy... No, you had like 4 fuel left. That's amazing. I guess you do get like 3 fuel a turn for a long period of time, so that's why this is completely okay. I don't need to cannibalize anything. 815 money. That's so fun. That's so good. Not a terrible idea to get the Guardian Stone. But I'm not going to get the Guardian Stone because I really want to streamline this bad boy. How we looking? We're looking pretty good. I have a lot of cash. I'm kind of thinking we just go to the Vortex. We maybe toss some junk like this. What is this? Flash Freeze? You're normally a good card, actually. Normally a solid card. In this deck, not so much. I haven't played Perils of Production one time. Probably not starting now. Endless money and then health. Pyre. Oh, spells get an extra upgrade slot, but it doesn't really matter because I have no more spell situations. I might armor 15. Is that worth it? If they attack it like twice at all, actually, my percentage is going to go drastically down. So I wasted 215 points for the chance at many more points. I think it's a good idea, to be honest with you. I would also like to purge the Ember Cache, maybe the Packed Morsels. Space Prism is kind of doing okay. A lot of the stuff. I can't believe I finished a run with 4 stewards. That's probably the most unrealistic part about this deck, is that you have to keep your stewards in it for four turns, or keep your stewards in it for the entire run. All right, so we need to get the permafrosted tome on you ASAP. I also want to kill these guys. I would like to play Primordium and Construct in the middle so that they are the ones attacking, and then the damage shield boys down low, and he's just kind of like holding over, essentially. That would be ideal. The bad thing is we're gonna have to deal with a rally. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with a rally. I could cave in real fast and then play him in the middle. That's actually not that crazy of an idea, because you're not gonna have any fuel this turn. You're not gonna be able to attack anyway. So let's do this. Let's cave in. Let's Primordium Construct. I've probably been using Prismal Dust on the Construct instead of the Primordium like this entire run, and I'm sure that someone has noticed, because I just noticed and I realized how dumb that's been. So I'm gonna do it correctly, and I'm gonna give it to you. You now have 5 damage shield that you should pass over to him, and he will have 5, and then he'll have 4 more, and then he'll have 3 more, and it'll be glorious. Actually, no, you might just get 5 every turn. You might be damage shielded out to where you don't have any problems from here on out. Yeah, you still have 5 damage shield, and you'll get 5 next turn. So you're actually gonna be in a great situation. I will put you in the middle because you're the second most important, third most important on this set. If I give you Trample, we'll be dealing the Seraph a world of pain. How's that? Boom, 63 damage. Look, we're not swatting anytime soon, but we are gonna get some solid damage off. You need to leave the deck immediately. You will die the second I place you on the ground. So maybe you go. No, you don't. You can't go there. How foolish of me. We could save 2 damage shield just by killing this guy, which I think is worth it. I don't care that you got 1 extra strength. You can't touch me. You see this? See this yellow aura around me? Yes, you can't touch me. Can I silence him? Not yet. Not yet. We can't silence him. That's okay, though. If we play this Frenzy Swarm up here, we are going to be able to kill this guy and then not have these guys die. Gem Trove down here is a good idea. It's actually probably the best idea that I could have, I think. I really just want to play you guys so you die, because I can't fit you anywhere important. Not a bad card. Don't really feel like wasting it on the Light Wing. I really need to Frenzy Swarm up top. So maybe we just do this. I'm going to be buffing you up so much, though. Let's play that. Get you out of there. I think we Ice and Fire, Frenzy Swarm. That's going to deal 60 5 times the Frostbite plus the Frostbite. No, what am I doing? What am I doing? Hold on, hold that thought. This is the best play. And then we play this. We get the 90 damage on him. And then we play this. And we get the 60 and the 5 plus the 10 Frostbite. That was the way to play it. Plus he dazed so we didn't kill our guys. I knew there was a combo there. I've been doing the chess combos, the chess practices. I know how to figure out a little bit of a abnormal thinking, or think outside the box in some situations. My incredibly mediocre chess rankings. I started playing since it seems to be the thing to do right now. And I played in middle school or whatever, like family gatherings, that kind of stuff. And essentially my rating is that of like a teenage teenager who's just now learning. Just absolutely garbage. I should get my Ember back from this, which makes it fine. I would love to play this. Sit down, Seraph. Not bad. I think you should be the one that dies though. So let's do this. Let's kill you, and then we'll play this. That should be enough to make sure they all die next turn. How are you taking dead damage? Oh, from the frostbite. The problem is we're just not dealing any damage to Seraph. Like, Seraph is not facing the wrath the way that I quite imagined him to. Because the deck's a little too slow. It's just very slow. You getting out of there is gonna be nice though. Consuming this will be nice though. Titan's Tooth Holdover is great. Crypt Builder will be enough to kill you just outright. Crystallis will actually kill the next two, and then I could just Titan's Tooth, or we could do it down low. No, I think we do it here. Yeah, let's do this. So, boom, you're dead. Boom, both of you are dead. Then we Frenzied Swarm Daze, we don't get hit, and we get the frostbite damage in. Only 45 damage per turn from our construct is really where we're going wrong. Like, we just don't have enough damage to justify everything here. This will be good. We'll get our energy back as well. Consume this for me if you could. Get this out of the deck. Get this out of the deck. The only thing it could toss that would be bad is Frenzied Swarm. I don't think it's going to do that. So, please don't toss my card. Okay, you toss something else, which is perfect. And then we'll just use this here. Boom, 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 boom. The reason this deck worked that other time, I think, was spell weakness. I think that's really where I'm struggling right now, is I just don't have the... I could play you, just get you out of the deck. I really don't have the... Yeah, I don't care that you died. I don't have the spell weakness to drop Seraph the way that I was able to previously. And so, while fun and engaging, this set is not really perfect. It's not really what I'm looking for. How's this, though? Boom, you'll still live. You'll get dead. You'll get dead. That's exactly what'll happen to him. He'll get dead. Instead of get good, get dead. No, I might as well play this. And then this. And that'll sap everybody as well, so the Shade Wing will be less spooky. I keep calling them Dark Wings. I know there's something different entirely. There's like 4 different wing variants. So we did not SWAT, and we're not even going to get the drop on the first 4. I didn't get Cave In either, which I probably should have invested in using at some point. Once it started to look like I definitely wasn't going to get the SWAT. So the problem now that we have is, how am I killing Seraph? And I think we'll be fine with the fuel. I think we'll kill Seraph on this floor. So we're probably just going to have to play the way we had expected to. This is not a bad play at all. Get rid of everybody there. And this still isn't a bad deck. Like, I still stand by the fact that I think this deck would destroy a Covenant rank. I don't know. Covenant rank, I think maybe Covenant rank 25. It'd be kind of a stretch. I think that it would dig pretty deep. It's that 4,000 health Seraph that I just don't know if it would kill. But since we're doing so much damage through spells and whatnot, I think it would still do pretty well at the really high Covenant levels. Like, we're killing most units. So I mean, it's still a good deck. It just didn't have enough to get it over the finish line with the score 32. Oh wait, no, 44,000, which I think puts me in the top few, but not the top, like, the very top. Let's see. Let's give it a check. Give it a little quick peek. I saw Hans was still up there in the top, even though there were 30 new challengers this week. Let's go back to the challenge. We'll take a look. See what everybody else did as well. 44, which puts me in the top 10 just barely. If I wouldn't have bought that Pyre health, I would have been right on Funness's heals, and Moggle as well. Oh, I would have been so close. So close. Jimmy had a good score as well. I'm trying to pick names that I remember. I've seen a few names before, but I'm not sure who is regular. Okay, that's fine. We don't need to look at the scores. Our servers encountered a problem. What? What are you, Google? That was what I was dealing with yesterday. I think that he's a GM. Look at that. I was talking about chess. We got one right here. That's awesome. I want to check some of these builds. I clicked on somebody's. I don't know who it is. You went collector, shiny stew, large shiny stew. That's an interesting selection there. This is a very interesting deck. Blazing Bolts, Crypt Builder, Excavation Eruption, Gym Trove. It just kind of kept all of the crazy cards that we have, and then really just buffed up the Crucible Collector, but Crucible Collector with a lifesteal. That's an interesting set. I wasn't expecting a lifesteal collector to make it through. Colcalia, Crucible Collector, Crucible Warden, Lodestone Totem is really good. I like some of the cards that I see in here. Everybody kind of went Crypt Builders, or at least held on to them. The GM and I both had a similar thought processes, although you found a way to feed him and a collector. Curious. I did not think that I would have that much morsel creation. Pit Power with the Titan Sentry. Excavation Eruption, Holdover on Hans. Yeah, the Holdover. I see you. And Holdover Crypt Builder and Holdover Frenzy. So how did you get so many Holdovers? My man, I love that you went the same build that I did, though. That makes me very happy. And it gives me a little bit of affirmation that I'm doing something good, because you are always at the top of the leaderboards. Wretch. I don't know how to use Wretch. I'm bad with Wretch. I think that's going to do it for me. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this so far, we do community challenges each week, and I will put the next one at the bottom of the screen right now, and everybody's welcome to jump in. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, liking the video is the easiest way to let me know that you support it and to push it through the old YouTube algorithm. I'll see you in the next one.